will be at 8:15. Tomorrow morning we're laning, so we're davening at 6. Now for a very quick Devar Torah. Again, this week's Parsha, the main theme really is leadership. We see two examples of real leadership in Pinchas and in Yoshua. They're chosen as leaders not just because they know how to speak to people, but they also will take actions that might not necessarily be popular at the moment they're taking the actions, which is a very important point of leadership. And we see an example of bad leadership in Zimri. He was the prince of the tribe of Shimon, as we know, and he gave in to the will of the people, as it were. He chose to not only violate the Torah, but to do it publicly and right by the Mishkan. In other words, I'm going to do this. I don't care what you think, because the people are with me. And it was obvious that he had public support for what he did. And that's why Pinchas had to take direct action to show this is not going to be, we're not going to put up with this. And then a lot of Jews were punished for their actions because Zimri did not act in a vacuum. And this is a very key element in the Torah, is that when somebody does something so flagrantly and publicly, we're going to punish that person, but also there's something wrong with us in society in general. It's a very important Torah point. So, Pinchas, like I said before, I'm sure he was accused of being a murderer. There was a fellow I knew who was named Pinchas. When I said, "How'd you get your name?" He said, "I'm named after a murderer." This guy actually was for real, because of his views. But the important thing is that Zimri thought, okay, I'm the leader because I was born into this position, and therefore I deserve to be leader. It doesn't work that way. It was unclear if Pinchas would be the leader of the Kohanim, the priests, and it was for sure unclear that Yoshua would be the leader of the Jewish people. But they earned their position because they were willing to take actions and stand up for what was morally right, in spite of everybody saying to them that it's unpopular. Something to think about, Kaddish Rabbanim.